There is one project that is going to make a ton of millionaires in the next bull run, and there's a good chance that you're sleeping on it. So we're going to go over some of the details of it and why I believe it is going to be such a huge game changer for the space. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, before we begin, please know that none of this is financial advice. I am an investor in this project and believe strongly in its future, but I am not a financial advisor. So with that said, I'm DB Crypto, and thanks for tuning in. If you enjoy the video, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Now let's go ahead and get into it. So the project I'm going to be going over today is Multiverse X, and I'm guessing some of you probably already figured that out by now. But the reason why I want to go over this project is because it is slept on by so many people. And I believe it has the potential to be absolutely massive in the coming years. And one of the first things you may ask yourself is, if it's so great and going to be so big, why haven't I heard all that much about it? And that's a great question, which I'm going to go over. So first off, what I'm going to say about that is when they were doing their initial funding rounds, the team only raised $5.15 million in VC funding. And that's in contrast to other chains such as Solana that did 400 million, Aptos did 350 million. We had AVAX that did a whopping 600 million, and Near as well that did over 500 million. And why does this really matter though? Because, well, as if you've been in the industry for a while, you know that VCs have a great way of pumping their own bags. It's a lot about hype. And VCs are great at creating that. The problem with that, though, is that what happens is these VCs then tend to dump on retail. Perfect example. Let's look at Aptos that launched not too long ago, and it quickly blew up to over a $21 billion valuation before coming crashing back down to earth. And you could thank the VCs and the early investors for creating that hype, and the retail is what got wrecked there because the VCs are the ones who sold on you and made all the money. And that's part of the reason why it's not bad for a project, but it's not great either. So it's definitely a benefit that the Multiverse X team only raised 5.15 million in funding. And another reason why is because the team just recently started kicking off their marketing campaign. The mainnet was launched almost 3 years ago now, and they just recently started kicking off a massive marketing campaign known as Hypergrowth X. And this is a big initiative because they've got so much in the plans. And just in 2023 alone so far, they've already had more events, speaking engagements, contests, what have you, than they have in the previous 3 years combined. So they're really starting to push out what they have built. And the reason why they delayed this long is the team said they really wanted to have all the building blocks and the pieces in place, which makes total sense if you think about it. What good is it having millions of users come and use an unfinished or even unsecure project? And we all know of at least one out there that's had a lot of users and it crashed many, many times. And there's others that have lost people a lot of money. And when you're dealing with people's money, it's not something you want to risk. So I really applaud the team for their method and the path they've taken here. So I think it's a great thing. And now they're really getting ready to push because the foundation and the building blocks are in place now. And another thing I'll mention is that some people will look at the metrics such as daily active users and total volume locked and DeFi and all that stuff. And what I want to say to that is, if you really think about it, the current crypto market is so tiny, such a small percent, not even 1% of the global population. And currently a lot of these projects are fighting over the same users. And the Multiverse X team is looking much larger. They're looking towards the other 7+ billion people out in the world that will soon be coming in. And the way you're going to bring those people in is with a great experience. And I'll tell you, there is no team and no products that offer a better experience than Multiverse X. We'll get into some of the products that they offer so you can see what I'm talking about, but I'm promising you, they offer the best experience in the industry, and that is what's going to help draw in the people. And so now let's go ahead and get into some of the technical sides of things, such as adaptive state sharding and their secure proof of stake, and why this project is really set to launch and have an amazing bull run coming up. We're going to go over two of the major architectural advantages that Multiverse X has. The first is adaptive state sharding. So the Multiverse X team incorporated not only network and transaction sharding, but also state sharding. And they are the first to solve and implement this out of any blockchain. And it's currently running right now. There are 3 transaction shards and the network is running completely sharded. The nice thing about this is they took it a step further and they made it adaptive. So you're able to add shards with demand. And currently each shard is capable of about 10,000 transactions per second, which is going to go up to 16,000 TPS in the near future. And now they're able to add shards with demand. So come bull run time, when we know we're going to have lots of people, if not millions of people pouring into the space, the Multiverse X chain is able to grow and adapt to the people that are coming in, so we don't see insane gas fees like you did on Ethereum or really, really long wait times. And another thing that they have going on is their secure proof of stake. And this is an advanced version of proof of stake, which is what many layer 1 blockchains run on, with Ethereum actually just changed to as well. And why this is improved and what they did to it is, first, the validators, since they use network sharding, the validators are chosen at random. So you can't predict where a validator is going to be. It makes it very, very difficult, if not provably impossible actually, to predict where a validator is going to be and attack a shard in order to completely take over the shard. So it's a provably secure system. And on top of that, the person who, or the validator that creates the block, is not only chosen by stake weight, just like a lot of proof of stake blockchains do, they also take into account a score. And what this does is it allows for a more inclusive network and allows for more of decentralization, because it doesn't only favor whales. Like many protocols that just favor whales, here, even the smaller stakers, as long as you have a good score, can still participate and create blocks and receive rewards. So it benefits all, and this is going to help with decentralization greatly versus a lot of other proof of stake networks that just look at the stake weights. And again, the whales are the ones that benefit from this, and the smaller stakers don't so much. So I want to talk about the experience that Multiverse X offers, because it is by far the best in the space. And I'm going to go over the xPortal app. This is their primary wallet and dApp. And actually, to even call it a wallet really does it a disservice, because it is so much more than that. You can do everything from track, obviously, your entire portfolio. You can add other portfolios in here. You can check out your NFTs. You can chat. There's a peer-to-peer chat function in here, which I've never seen in any other app. You see, you got the chat here. They have a gamification feature where you can compete against your friends and have fun in a gamification setting. And as you see, you're able to have a watch list here and keep track of all your coins, including set up a portfolio if you have a portfolio on another exchange or something. And what just released, which is amazing, is their debit card and credit card access inside the app and completely accessible. You can top it up, you can use it right through the app, and you won't find that anywhere else. It's amazing. You're obviously able to swap in and out in various tokens in the app, which is amazing. You've got the NFT Spotlight, which is a tool that the team created that allows you to search the entire NFT ecosystem. And it's so much more. They even have a digital avatar. You create a digital avatar of yourself by taking a lot of pictures. And currently it's just a face shot, but it is going to be moving to a full body shot that you can use in the metaverse in the coming days. And again, that's just a small part of what they do. As you see, as I'm scrolling through here, this is the gamification aspect. Every month there's a new contest or something going on, and you can compete based off of scoring points. And you get points versus by staking, by buying in the app or transferring into the app, as well as completing basic tasks such as inviting friends. There's many ways to earn points. And this is probably my favorite part of the entire app, actually. So I want to go over the hub here. This is where you go to connect to dApps. And the reason why I love this so much is because if you've been in the space for a while, you know that one of the easiest ways to get hacked is through a malicious or a scammy link. And the nice thing about this is the main dApps are built directly into the wallet, so you never have to worry about that. You just click on it and go directly to it, and your wallet is already connected. You never have to worry about clicking on a fake website or a fake decentralized exchange or fake marketplace and having your wallet drained, which is a huge risk, and you see it happen all the time. So that's why I love the hub, and all these apps are built right into the hub. I think there's currently like 36 different apps that you could connect to directly through the xPortal just with a click of one button. So I just ran through a small handful of some of the beneficial features of Multiverse X. I'm going to go into much more of those in depth in later videos, but I just wanted to go over the basics here and show you why I feel that Multiverse X is really positioned to lead the way and why their architecture is just head and shoulders above the rest. And again, none of this is financial advice, but it would be a shame to not look into this project. It is great, and the team behind it is just world class. They can literally build rockets, and they are some of the most intelligent in the entire space. And with the current hypergrowth X marketing going on, you're going to be seeing a lot more of this. It is a phenomenal project, and I really hope you enjoyed this video and you take the time to look into it. And stay tuned, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm going to be putting out a lot more of these videos in the coming days, and take care.